What are you looking at, sir? Jeez. So sensitive. So sensitive. Oh no. Oh no. I broke my shield. Hello, fellow crafters, Clickwell here. We are back in this portal room, and I am ready to kick that dragon's butt. Okay, we've got the portal all lit up and ready to go. I've done some redecorating, as you can tell here. I've taken all that lava underneath of the portal, and the lava from inside of those corners. I've turned that into obsidian with my water bucket, and I've made that into a portal that goes into the nether. Let's go ahead and get rid of that water bucket, and maybe have a quick peek and see. So basically, when we finish fighting that dragon, we're going to pop into a portal in the middle of the end island, and we're going to come back out at our nearest spawn point, which is going to be this here bed. So that means we're going to land right here when we're done, and the last thing I want to do is travel whatever it is, 1,500 blocks back home in the overworld. So we went ahead and built this portal, and if we go ahead and pop through just like this, it'll take us into another waste biome. Excellent. Okay, so all we have to do is go and locate our tunnel, which shouldn't be that hard considering how close we are still to spawn. So we'll go ahead and find that tunnel, we'll make a connection, and then we'll have a very easy way to get to the end island whenever we want, which is great because we're probably going to build a farm over there very soon. Excellent. So we'll go pop back through the portal and just see what else we're going to need for that fight. Okay, into the chest here. Let's see what we've got in our inventory at first. Okay, so potions of slow falling. Yeah, baby. Okay, so we've got 5 on us. They're 4 minutes each. That's 20 minutes. That's tons and tons of time of falling slowly. So that should be fine for us. We got some more in the ender chest if we need it. You know what? Boom, one more. There we go, 6. Okay, let's put the shield on because we got endermen in that on those end islands, and if we look at an enderman, we want to be ready with our shield. One thing I'd like to do is get rid of a few items that we don't really need for this fight or in the end, because that's going to make sure that we don't lose it if something bad happens, we fall into the void. So, okay, let's put the diamond hoe away. We have our silk touch pickaxe, so we can put the fortune one away. We don't really need that, and you know what? We don't really need the old shovel either. There's not a lot of sand or gravel in the end. So that's fine. We will take our axe in case we come into contact with some wood or something. And I think that's basically it. We'll put the ender pearls on the hotbar. We'll put a stack of stones on the hotbar so we've got some blocks on us. And I think we're ready to go. Hello, fellow crafters. Clickwell here. I'm coming to you guys from the future. I wanted to let you guys know to turn your headphones down. This is a loud fight. I don't want you to blow out your eardrums, so here's your headphone warning. I didn't fix that beforehand, but while I was editing, I thought I definitely needed to give you guys a warning. So here it is. Turn down the headphones and enjoy the fight. Okay, so we have everything we need. Most importantly, we have our bow. That's going to be our most important weapon. We're going to use the crap out of this thing. So let's go ahead and set our spawn, double check, and make sure we are going to wake up here if we die. Oh, you do not want to wake up back at home. That's the worst. Okay, so our spawn is set. I've checked 6 times. We're standing over the portal. We're crossing our fingers. Let's go. Okay, we have spawned on the edge of the island. This is great. Okay, we don't need an ender pearl. We don't need to dig up. Just like this, we are fighting the dragon. Okay, so like I said, we've got endermen everywhere. Hello, guys. Best thing I can advise, best piece of advice I have for you guys is to keep your crosshairs low, like I'm doing right here. I'm keeping my eyes on the ground. I know there's a dragon flying around, but that's okay. I don't want to walk around with my crosshairs up here. Otherwise, I may catch eyes with an enderman. So either up here or down here, and keep your crosshairs there. I'm gonna walk around here, and I'm going to make sure that I'm in a good position to start taking out some of these end crystals. That's what we're going for, is the end crystals, guys. If we look up at the top of these pillars, each one of those has an end crystal, and you can see it right there. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a quick shot. Way too low. I'm going to go a little bit higher here and see if we can take one of these out. Not quite. We're close, though. I'm listening, and I'm also watching. One of the things I'm listening for is Dragon Shoot, which I just heard. And we took out that first end crystal. Okay, so we just heard Dragon Shoots. And look what happened. He shot a ball of Dragon's Breath at us. Oh, I'm going to take off because I heard him shoot again. And every time he fires one of those at you, it's going to make one of these little clouds. And they're going to be lingering. They're going to hang out for a little while. If you step into that, you're going to damage yourself. So we want to stay away. Sometimes you won't even notice that he starts to fire them at you. And you'll just start to take damage out of nowhere. So always pay attention. Always try and keep your subtitles on. You know what? Before anything else, I'd love to have myself a quick drink of slow falling potion. Oh, that feels good. Okay, now we're extra protected. Eat a little bit of chicken. And it is back to the fight. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start working my way around here. I'm going to try and remember which one of these I've already taken out. Maybe it's usually, I find it's a little bit easier if you start in one direction and work your way across. Okay, so that one's out. Little tiny bit higher. Alright, so that one's gone. Remember, if the dragon is actually healing himself from the crystal that you're shooting at, you can give him a little bit of extra damage while he's healing himself. So it's always good to aim at the ones that she is currently using. That's right, I think the dragon's a female. What do you guys think? Comment below. Okay, when you get to these pillars that are surrounded with the iron fences, you can definitely get to the crystal through the corner, just like I did there. First try, you just want to aim through where the gap is between the iron bar and the tower. These tall ones are definitely some of the harder ones to get. You may have to keep changing the angle that you're firing at, moving further away, getting closer. It's a little tricky, but it's definitely possible, so don't give up. Okay, I can hear the dragon flapping. The dragon has perched over there on top of the bedrock pillar there. But we're not going to start taking the dragon out yet because we're going to keep on removing these crystals first. If you start to attack the dragon before the crystals are all gone, she can just regenerate herself over and over again, and you may just be wasting your time. So it's always best to go for the pillars first, or go for the crystals first, and then you can start dealing the damage. And we are inside of Dragon's Breath. Let's go. All right. Sometimes it can be tricky to tell where the dragon is, so all you have to do is look for the group of angry Endermen following it around. And that's one way to tell where it is by looking at the ground. Sometimes it's hard to tell if you have any crystals left, so at that point you want to watch the dragon and see where she starts to send off her little beam of healing or whatever it is. So I'm going to keep an eye on her. She looks like she's about to perch now. Oh, there we go. So there's one for sure. I'm watching the little health bar go over there as she's perching. Let me get the heck out of the way. We don't want to mess with her quite yet. Okay, you know what? I didn't want to have to do this, but we have to get our hands dirty a little bit here. This last pillar is becoming a bit of an issue, and I think it's a great opportunity for me to show you guys another way that we can get up here and make sure that... Oh, we have an Enderman. We have an Enderman. We have an Enderman. Okay, so what I'm going to do is do a little bit of running first off. And as I can, as I'm sitting here, I'm realizing that I don't have my shield on my offhand, and I don't have my water bucket in my inventory. So that's a couple of issues. So what I'm going to do is do a little bit, like I said, of running to try and get some space between the Enderman and me, so I can maybe take a second to pop into my inventory, and then quickly move something to my hotbar. So let's see if we can do that. 3, 2, 1. Nope. It's okay. We got protection 4. That's why we got protection 4. Ready? We're gonna try this one more time, and I'm gonna see if I can throw my shield into position. All right, we got it. Okay, clutching out the Enderman. Okay. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, right. I forgot. Now I've lost the pillar. So once the dragon shows us which pillar we're going for again, we'll pillar. There we go. Let's go. Let's pillar up, and I'll show you guys the best way to take these towers down. If you don't have an infinity bow, maybe you run out of arrows or something like that. So what I'm going to do is go into the corner here. I'm going to start to pillar up. Before that, though, I think I'm going to take a little bit of slow falling potion just to make sure we're safe. Okay, we're going to pillar up now. Okay, and once we get up to the top, we're going to go ahead and place a block between us and the end crystal, just like that. Then I'm going to take my bow, and I'm going to fire right into it. Oh, one more try. Right into it, and we're going to be protected because of that block. We've got slow falling potions, so we just yeet ourselves right off the edge. And if I look around here, it looks like all the other crystals are destroyed. So it's time to fight the dragon. And now, basically, it's a waiting game. The dragon's going to perch every few minutes. I mean, she's going to go and sit on top of this bedrock pillar right in the center. Is she going to do that now? No, not quite at the moment. Oh, there we go. She made this funky turn, which means she's going to the middle. She's going to spin around in a circle just like this, and we're going to attack her from the back side, just because she's going to be sending out Dragon's Breath from the front, and that's going to become a real problem for us. Oh, See that? She just hit us with a wing, and we took off into the air just like that. That's why we have our slow falling potion, guys. That right there. And sometimes she'll just nip you with the edge of her wing, and you can actually go hundreds of blocks into the air. So it's actually pretty. It can be much worse than we just got there. But okay, so while she's flying around through the air, we can take our bow out and try and do a little bit of damage the hard way. Oh, looks like she's coming back to the middle already. So let's get ready to do some damage. Hopefully we can get close to her now at this point. Okay, excellent. So I'm going to run up behind, and I'm going to aim right around the legs. And we got kicked away again. Oh, she is fickle today. Okay, all right, guys. So let's wait another minute. We're going to fire a few more arrows at her, and then as soon as she perches again, we're going to go for it and try one more time. It's actually a relatively safe place to be here in the end, fighting the dragon like this. I'm looking up in the sky. The Endermen are not an issue for me right now. I'm able to see if the dragon wants to shoot Dragon's Breath at me. It's a relatively safe place to be. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and try and get behind the dragon before she throws us in the air again. Okay. No, she is tough. Tough today. Okay, let's go with the bow. We're gonna keep going with the bow. Here's what we're gonna do. Sometimes she's a little bit tricky for the reason that the Ender Dragon actually has several hitboxes. It's a little bit of a tricky mob to fight for that reason. So if I go ahead and press F3 and then touch B, we're gonna see all of the dragon's many hitboxes, as you can see right here. So what we're gonna do is when the dragon lands, now we're gonna actually be able to aim directly for the right hitbox, and we know we're not gonna be messing around at all. It's gonna be much more simple this way. Of course, if you're using Bedrock or something, you may not have the luxury of using hitboxes. Remember, it's not completely necessary, but it's just a nice little thing that we have in Java that we might as well take advantage of. Okay, she made her funky little move again, so we know she's about to perch. Which way are you going to face? Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna be. Oh man, that was not a long time. Sometimes you have see what it feels like a minute to attack her, and other times it's only a few seconds. Okay, she's landed again. So let's see if we can get a few good hits in. No, that's okay. We got a good bow. Dragon can be a little glitchy sometimes, so just make sure not to get too frustrated. If you're having trouble making contact with your bow, or with your sword, always pull your bow back out and let her have it that way. Power 5, it's going to be no problem taking her down. She's already halfway there with just the bow. We haven't even made more than 1 or 2 shots with our sword, so no problem at all. This is a piece of cake. Okay. Alright, and then another fight with another Enderman. Alright, let's dance. I'm in the mood. That's right. Is that all you got? Let's go. And when she's landing like this, it's a great time to throw in a couple extra good hits with your bow. Once she's on the obsidian platform, or the bedrock platform, there's no way to hit her with the arrows. You got to go straight with the sword. So you got to be quick. But look at this. Even when she's taking off again, it's nice to kind of have a few quick shots while she's low to the ground. Who needs a sword? You know, while we're here, I'd like to show you guys something else real quick. If I take an empty bottle and right-click on these Dragon's Breath, we're going to get something called, a goal reached called You Need a Mint. Now we've got Dragon's Breath bottled in our inventory, and we can use that to make lingering potions later. It's a nice little tip, and make sure to try and grab a few bottles while you're here. Let's finish this with style. Let's do it with the bow. Madam, it's time for you to leave. She's going to fly back over to the center here. And get ready, because here comes your present. Your gift for murdering the dragon is a whole lot of XP. So, it's going to all fall from the sky like this. Woohoo! All right, and we're gonna go over here and try and snatch it up before it falls through the portal. All right, so that is that. The dragon has been vanquished. We did it, guys. Whoo-wee! Okay, we're done. A little bit of chicken, a little celebratory meal here, and as you can see on top of this pillar here is now a dragon's egg. We can go ahead and we can right-click on that egg, and it's gonna disappear. It's going to pop over here somewhere. Look where it went. It went over just a few blocks away from the portal. I'm going to go ahead and grab a torch from my inventory. You can also do this with slabs. Any sort of half block works. I'm going to dig out the block below the egg. Just like this. I'm going to place a torch right there. I'm going to break that block. It's going to fall down, break on that torch, and we're going to grab that, and we're going to get the achievement. Goal reached, the next generation. The dragon egg is actually useless. There's nothing we can do with it. But you know what? It's a great little trophy. We're going to go into our head. We're going to go into our house. We're going to put that on a shelf or something. And we're going to look at it every time we're feeling blue. And it's going to cheer us up. So that's going to be that. Let's go ahead and cover this hole over with the torch. Why not? Okay, now that the dragon is dead, we've got a couple choices. What are we going to do next? One of the first things I like to do when this is all over with and ding dong, the dragon's dead, is I like to go ahead and build an Enderman farm out here just off the island, just in the void there. It's a great way to get experience and ender pearls and all that stuff, so we're going to go ahead and definitely do that as soon as possible. But before that, I would love to go ahead and explore the second gift that we get when we kill the dragon. Besides that egg is we get our end gateway right there. That's what I'm looking at right there in the sky. The bedrock structure with the crazy little blue block inside of it. That is an end gateway, and that's going to take us to the outer island. And that is where we're going to find our sweet treat elytras and our sweet, sweet shulker boxes. Oh yeah. So basically, all we need to do is build a little structure up to that end gateway. We need to take an ender pearl with us. We're going to throw that pearl in between those two blocks, and that's going to get us into the position we need. We can also do that with a trapdoor. I can talk to you guys a little bit about that. But what I'd like to do is take a little bit of endstone here, mine that out, and I'm going to build myself a staircase. Okay, so that's our staircase there. That's going to get us into the outer end islands. Now we've got a safe way to get up there. But before we jump into that, I would like to go back through this portal. That's going to take us to our last spawn point, which is going to be in the portal room. And then I'm going to get into my ender chest, and I'm going to put some stuff away, such as the dragon egg and other important things. Just like that. But before we get transported here, we're going to have the end credits. That's right. We're going to get ourselves a little bit of a poem before we finish the game, but that's okay. I think it's a great little read, and if you haven't read it before, and there are many people that have beaten the game tons of times without reading this, I really recommend you do it. I think it's a fun little read. It takes a minute to get through it, but you have to do it at least once, and then you kind of get put into a special little club of people that have read the whole thing. So go ahead and give it a treat. Go ahead and give it a read. I'm going to exit out of this as to not ruin it for you guys, but enjoy it, and let me know what you guys think in the comments if you've ever read that. Okay, so we're back in the portal room, like I said, and here is our ender chest. So I'm going to pop this thing open. I'm going to put the dragon egg in there. I'm going to put the dragon's breath in there. I'm going to take some potions of slow falling with me, because those are going to come in really handy in the end islands. And that will be about it, I think. I'm going to go ahead and take as well a little bit of blaze powder, because we're going to go ahead and make ourselves another ender chest when we get there. We've got tons of ender pearls that we can make eyes of ender. All we need is obsidian, and there's lots of that in the end island. I'm going to take a shield, because I know that I've already ruined one of them, and I think that's it. You know what? Yeah, we're going to take some milk as well. Maybe I'll explain the milk a little bit later when we meet some shulkers, but let's just put that in our inventory for now, just in case, and I think that's it. Okay, we've got our obsidian now for the ender chest that we wanted to make. All I need is my crafting table, just like this. Pop that on the ground. Okay, so we can make our 2 eyes of ender, and we can throw that in here, make 2 more ender chests. Now we're laughing. We got lots of space. You know what? In fact, I can go ahead and pop an ender chest on the ground, and oh, excuse me, Mr. Enderman. Pop an ender chest right there, and put the remaining blaze powder inside. And I think that's it. Great. So we can use our silk touch to remove that, and we are off to the end islands. But as you probably guessed, that's gonna do it for today. Okay, we got a dead dragon. Thank you so much for coming and giving me your help, guys. That was amazing. The dragon did not stand a chance against us and our power 5 bow. That was redonkulous. But you know what, guys? This portal behind me is very, very exciting. We got lots of potential behind that thing, lots of possibilities, and we're gonna dive right through that thing very, very soon. Next episode, come by, check it out. Thank you so much for the like, for the view. I appreciate you staying to the end. You guys are the best. You're the best. I'll leave my Twitch link below. Be sure to click that. Come by, give me a follow. I'd love to see you in chat. Stay well, everybody. Stay safe. Love you tons. Peace. Okay, bye-bye.